In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Keppel Biometrics framework for ODK Ecosystem tools. We're going to be using two forms, one of which is for registering a participant into a project that updates an entity on the ODK central server. The second form is for follow-up, so this is for verification of a person's identity before they continue their participation in a study. So what's going to happen there is the participant will provide their name the second time we see them, perhaps 6 months later. We'll look up their name and then we'll compare their fingerprint now to the ones we have on record for them, verify their identity and confirm their ability to participate. So the person that we're going to register is called Nigel Cathay. Nigel is 66 years old, and the form here for registration has to scan the right thumb. Now I have very poor quality thumb fingerprints, so I'm going to use my index fingers here, create a good contact with the plate. We'll look first at the quality score. So in this case, an NFIQ, which is a quality score, 1 is the best quality, 5 is the lowest quality you can get, a 2 is acceptable. I can show you what would happen if I tried to scan my thumb. So we get a 3 here, that's allowed. If we didn't get a good one, this form has been set up in a way so that it has some constraints that mean that you can't move on if you get a low quality fingerprint. I'm not getting a particularly low quality today, so I'm going to carry on with the 3. Then going to scan my left thumb, again trying to make as good a contact as possible with the plate. And here we've got another 3. That's not the best we could see, but it's acceptable for these purposes. So this person's been recruited to the study. We press send, that form gets sent up to ODK Central. Some months later, I go back to the field. I'm going to refresh the forms to pull all the new entities data back down onto my form. I'm going to use the follow-up form. You can see the list of entities here. Here's Nigel, who we just registered in the previous form. And we're going to use the multi-match functions here. So what's possible here is that we can use either finger that we registered. So I think I actually registered my 2 thumbs. I launch the code now. It doesn't matter which of these I use initially because we have both on file in the entities, and this will search against both of those templates in a single action. So you can see here I've got a very low quality score. Here are a 4. As I was telling you, my thumbs don't have the best fingerprints. Nonetheless, we've got a high matching score, which means that it's looked against the 2 things that were on file, and it's found actually that this is a good match for one of those. It doesn't tell you which. We benchmark this at about 100, so if you get a score lower than 100, it's probably not the same person. If it's above 100, it's almost certainly the same person. But this quality score is no good, and actually this form is constrained so that if the quality score is below 3, we won't be able to continue with the form. So I'm going to try scanning the other finger that I registered, which actually was my index finger on the right. Oh no, it wasn't. It was my thumb. Here's what happens when you get a negative. Got a good quality scan, but this is not a match because we got a validation score of 0. And again, that's constrained, so it can't continue if it's not a match. Try my thumb. And here's exactly what we do want to see. We have a better quality and matching score, so this will allow us to progress, and we have some generic questions that are to do with the rest of our study. And we send that, and then on ODK Central we're going to have both the registration and the verification and all associated data, and those are going to be linked together by the templates and the participants in the entities.